All right, speculation around a potential bid for the Washington Commanders by Jeff Bezos continues to swirl. Our own Josh Schaefer is here with the latest. Josh, where does this stand? Because day in and day out, we're hearing that he is interested, he's not interested. Dan Snyder wants him to bid, doesn't want him to bid. What do we have?
So the latest from The Athletic, they're reporting that Bezos has, quote, been barred from providing even a bid to buy the Commanders. So multiple outlets reporting that Bezos has not actually bid yet. That's the key here. He hasn't put in a bid yet. But The Athletic reporting that basically the beef between Dan Snyder and Jeff Bezos is what the division is here. And the beef that we're referring to would be that Bezos owns the Washington Post. And when you think about all the drama surrounding the Commanders and all the wrongdoings that Dan Snyder has potentially done there, the lead outlet reporting on that often is the Washington Post. So it would certainly add up if Dan Snyder is maybe not the biggest fan of Jeff Bezos and his publications reporting. Now, the other key thing to note here is it's not like the Commanders have shareholders and investors that Dan Snyder needs to keep up with here, right? If Bezos does make a great bid, like some of the public companies we cover, like say if someone wants to buy Twitter for a big price. But that won't happen here. So Snyder doesn't have to sell to Bezos if he doesn't want to. So potentially Bezos could just be cut out, Jared.
So let me ask you a bigger picture question. Why does Bezos want to do this in the first place? You talked about the Washington nexus, but why would Bezos potentially want to get into sports?
So Jared, obviously, there's an overarching, people think it's cool to own an NFL team, right? And that's part of the billionaires club. But maybe for someone like yourself, we've talked sports before, I wouldn't incline you to maybe go buy an NFL team, right? But I think you might if you take a look at some of these stats I brought today, all right? So if we look at the revenue and sort of the path to profitability for an NFL team, we can use the Green Bay Packers from last year. Their total expenses were $501 million. On the left is the national revenue. That came in at $347 million, about 70% of the way to profitability. That's before the Packers played a snap. That's the national revenue that gets divided between all teams before the season even starts, before they sell a beer at the stadium, before they sell a ticket. You're 70% of the way there. So not bad, right? Then let's take a look at the viewership and how many people view NFL games. That chart right there, that is the most watched television programs in 2022. 82%, 82 of the 100 most watched programs in 2022 were NFL broadcasts. That's more than any other sport, obviously, as you can see there. That's more than any other program.
That's us, 6%, non-sport.
That's us. That's actually Yahoo Finance in the yellow there. Okay. And then our final stat for you, Jared, here is the franchise value of the Washington Commanders. That's pretty much a hockey stick. And when you take a look at that, the other key is you don't see the value ticking down a lot, right? When we talk about stock growth and potential long-term investments, sure, you can talk about big returns, but maybe down years. Right now in the sports market, the teams don't go down year over year. And that's why some billionaires view it as a safe place to put your money.
Is there a safe place for me to put my money in an NFL team right now?
Put it in the Commander.
You convinced me.
How about the three of us? The three of us pull it together and we'll put in our own.
We wish one day, if we're all lucky enough, certainly buying a sports team, it makes a heck of a lot of sense. All right, Josh Schaefer, thanks so much.